Hi there, pleased to meet you all. I want to just introduce myself. My name is Carol. Okay, I was born and bred in Cape Town, South Africa, in a city called Stellenbosch. And then I was brought to Kensington. It's very close to Cape Town. My mom and dad, both of them got married to different people. They separated. And life was a bit tough for me, knowing that my mom and my dad isn't with each other anymore. But I got stronger through the years. I got confident and that is how life is. I went to school. I went to pre-primary. I went to secondary school. I went to high school. Then we moved all the way up to Maitland, where I got married. Had 3 kids later. A son, his name is Dale. But my eldest daughter's name is Chanel. And the youngest one is Kimberly. Then Chanel have a daughter. Her dad is French. He's a Zonde. And her name is Ayoki. I gave the name because they wanted me to give it. And since Ayoki has been born and she was ready for school, first she went to school to study her language, French, in Johannesburg. Her dad wanted her to know the language. He's very over his French language, and I love it, but I know certain words of it. So the photographer said I must be really honest. Then we moved back to Cape Town because I was complaining there's no mountains in Joburg. There's no ocean there, it's just swimming pools. We moved back here and we put her in Vredehoek school called St. Cyprian's. Very, very good school. But she is very smart. Really smart. She always passes with an A+. And when she does her homework, I don't even help. She will now and then ask me. She's good in her maths. She's good in her English. She's also learning other languages. She plays the cello. And she's only 9 years old. So I was married for 20 years. His name was John James. He had a French surname though. Verret was his surname. But he was a colored man. He loved playing piano in church and even at home. He was a first chef on the boat. He worked for a British company called Flanagan. They had another name, but they kept on changing their names. But anyway, he had a job that took him away. The first time he went away for 7 months. And I was left alone with the 2 girls because my son went to go stay with his grandma and grandpa. The grandma asked if she could take Dale to school because when her work is done in the morning, she have nothing else to do. And she was a white lady. Then I agreed, but I wanted to see him weekends. And then I had enough time for both my girls. I could see them through preschool. I could see them through high school, through college. Yeah, they had their degrees in what they wanted to be. And Chanel is a buyer today, still a buyer. She's working for a UK company. But what I want to say is living with a chef that worked away for so long. Actually, I had a meeting with his boss and I said, I just got married and I took my husband to go fetch a boat in Mauritius for you. And he needed him so that he can feed the guys, keep them strong to do the work. I asked him if he can cut down on the months, and he gave him 3 months away. And then he gave him a month with us, which was also hard because I was in my 30s and we got married. I got married at 35 and he was like 10 years older than me. So it was much easier for him. He was more matured. We moved to Maitland, lived very, very lovely there. And that's where I met this guy, Dudu, that looks like the photographer. I said to him, I looked at him and I said, why is Dudu here? Dudu was our neighbors where we stayed in Maitland. I just had a whole lot of French people around me. I was the only colored with my 2 girls. And they were such nice, fine people. They loved us. Their food, I can still smell it, was fish. Everyday fish with their fumwa, and they used to send me a plate. And they used to greet me, bonsoir, mama. And I say, I greet them back because I said, how do I greet back? Teach me. I love your language. So I know this is probably God's hand that sent Happy. I will say his name Happy because that's how I know it in English. God sent Happy for me to speak because people can tell you here, the securities, I'm every day in this park waiting for Ayoki. I must fetch her because I love my French grandchild. She is in my heart. My husband used to love, he first used to bring home from ocean when he comes. They used to catch fish in Durban. Then the boss used to give each worker could get 2 or 3 boxes of fish. If you want more, you must pay for the others, like 100 rand a box. And that is amazing fish. It tastes like chicken. It was called, what was the fish called? But anyway, he always used to say either I must prepare him fish, but he always had fish on sea. Then he say, Lovey, please prepare me your curry with a roti. He loved that. And then I must make a salsa salad with it. And he loved my cabbage food. The green beans he loved. He also, the green beans with rice and cucumber salad. Another type of food he used to love was when I bake the breads, the warm loaves, and I must dish out the inside of the bread, then I must stuff the mince curry in there, and I serve it for him with a big bowl of, he can decide if he wants salad, a cucumber salad or a salsa salad. And sometimes he tells me he will make the dessert because he knew about cooking. He knew every menu in his head. It was just easy. Just pops up in his head and then he will prepare it for us. And what I loved about the French people also was their food. Bernadette was Dudu's sister. She also came from Joburg. She was pregnant and Dudu took care of her. Her child's dad passed away also, so he took care of her child. That was a brother. I used to give him my car keys and say, take your sister to hospital. Don't let her travel public transport, you know. Take the keys, take her to hospital and stuff. So that's how we became like a family with the French people, you know. And it's amazing. Really, it was very amazing, that life. But like he asked, my husband used to, because he was on sea, he used to love his whiskies. Now, I'm not a drinker. He used to love his how do you call that, John? This, they always say, carry on walking. That whiskey, man.
Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker, that was his drink. And then the other one was the black bottle. There we go, the Jack Daniel. And I used to tell him when it's close to working time, cut down now a little bit on this heavy drink. But he said to me, my body can handle it. My body can handle it. And he handled himself well, you know. So all I want to say is you guys come visit South Africa. I feel it's the most beautiful city in the world. The nature God gave us here is amazing. Come to the mountains, come to the ocean side, there by Sea Point, Camps Bay. It's gorgeous. Go to Hout Bay. There's a Snookies fish and chips shop. They make you the freshest fish there. There's Falls Bay. If you want to buy a fishing rod, go and catch your own fish. But come to South Africa, save up and come here. You are welcome to come, but just know where to go stay and when to go climb the mountains for your safety. I love you people. Bye-bye.